If you think about branding, you think you have to challenge yourself and think about who you are, but who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be negative Nelly all the time and pick apart things, or do you want to be solution focused and positive? I know my husband gives me a hard time sometimes because he's like, "Oh, the glass is always half full for you." I said, "But why not?
Yeah.
Why can't it be?"
Yeah.
Always flip the script and look at those positive attributes and look at who I want to be out in the world. Do I want to be encouraging, empowering, and that goes into your personal brand, and that goes into, how you can be an influencer.
Yeah.
How can I bring people positivity and growth and strength?
Yeah. And speaking of influence, like John Maxwell says that leadership is influence. And so it's a term that can be synonymous. Right. So you can be a leader for bad things. So how are you being a leader?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people always just attribute positive things to leadership. But Hitler was a leader.
It's true.
Things didn't go well there. Right? So not saying that you being negative on Facebook is any way attributed to that, but I'm just taking an extreme measure point to make a point.
Most definitely.
Okay, so I wanted to circle back to what you were mentioning earlier about manipulating people, right? And kind of when people are presenting themselves, whether you're a speaker or you're presenting yourself online, I really had this thought earlier about, I think that people are getting confused, especially when it comes to marketing yourself, right? With marketing your lifestyle, right? So I kind of came up with these two different styles of marketing. I think there's a difference between lifestyle marketing and then generosity marketing, right? And so I think I would define lifestyle marketing as if you are trying to portray a certain lifestyle and you want people to know, okay, this is what you need to do to get what I have today, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of manipulating people in a way where it's if you do what I just did, then look, you'll get to six figures, right? But it's everyone's story is different versus generosity marketing. Anthony, I think you kind of always emphasize that you have to be so obsessed with your client's problem that it becomes your own problem where you care enough. And so I would define generosity marketing where you are offering so much value, education for free that you're not expecting anything in return. So it's how would you guys see the difference between lifestyle marketing versus generosity marketing?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. I get asked that a lot. And I think, starting a business, you two have businesses too. I get a lot of people ask me, how did you do this? How did you do that? And I would say that's tactics. Yeah. And it's great to say, I want what you have. Absolutely. I see people, I'm I would love to have that. What I encourage people though is to flip the script. I'm why do you want to have what I have?